If you try to find it on a map, you just might miss it. But St. André found it and visited there twice, the town of St. Joseph in southwestern Ontario. His two visits there, the first in 1917 and the second in 1922, led to a friendship between him and the Cantin family. And this friendship would be treasured and archived for generations to come.
Over the years, the family has been fortunate enough to preserve, relics of Brother André, be it chairs he sat in, statues that he gave the family, crucifix, things like that. One that really holds a close place in my heart is a sledgehammer that he used to drive the iron pipe in at the park. We were able to keep that, and it's something that I think, because it's kind of related to carpentry and St. Joseph, it's one of my favorite relics.
Mark Cantin is the great-grandson of Narcisse Cantin. Narcisse was a businessman in Montreal in the early 1900s. He shared his plans with Brother André to build a town he'd call St. Joseph and invited him to visit. Well, St. Joseph was the magic word. Brother André soon made plans to visit this town, and he stayed with Narcisse's family. Brother André picked the spot himself where the townspeople could erect a statue of St. Joseph. Today, the families themselves take care of this park in memory of Brother André.
One of the humorous stories that has been passed down about Brother André's visits was my grandfather Napoleon asked Brother André if he'd ever driven an automobile before, and Brother André, of course, said, "No, I've never driven an automobile before." So my grandfather decided it was time for him to give that a try. So he pulled over his white steamer, and he put Brother André behind the wheel, and they started motoring down the road. They didn't get very far, and Brother André put the car in the ditch. And it's been told that they laughed so hard about the incident that whatever damage was done to the car, it didn't matter. It was just that much fun for them.
Tuesday morning has its set routine for the Cantins. Off to St. Peter's Church they go for the weekly Mass and devotions dedicated to St. Joseph and Brother André.
Tender-hearted Father, faithful guardian of Jesus.
A statue of Brother André kneeling before St. Joseph greets parishioners outside the church. It was designed by Mark's uncle Joseph Cantin and an artist friend of the family. This statue was erected on the grounds of St. Peter's Church in 1955.
Brother André means a lot to me just for the simple fact that he's so devoted to St. Joseph the carpenter. I'm a carpenter by trade, along with my four brothers. When I look at the oratory and I think what a massive undertaking that must have been for this little fella, and I think, what? He'd have the guts to do it. I read the stories, about a mason that went to go and see him, and he said that, if I could eat just a breakfast, if I could eat something, I would work for you. And I think I would be that guy. I would work for Brother André.
But it does seem the Cantin family has been working for Brother André all along, preserving the memories, stories, and relics that can be passed on to everyone else.